What's good, YouTube? Tristan here on the side of your screen with another video. This is part 2, stage 2 of our favorite starter evolutions. My chair is squeaking a lot right now for some reason, so please ignore that if you can. But this is our series, or mini-series, where I go over my favorite starters. Excuse me. Part 1 was stage 1, so Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle. This will be Ivysaur, Charmeleon, Wartortle, stuff like that. And let's get into it. I'm pretty excited. If I do mess up I'm tired today. Like I've said, I am bulk recording up to Monday. I'm on lack of sleep. I have a lot to do today, so this might be a bit faster paced, as well as I can't use my left hand because it's not on camera, so I have to use my right hand. But I'm ready to get into this. In the number 1 slot for my favorite starter, and out of Kanto, if you guys don't know as well, Kanto, we go in order of generation, so Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, Unova, Kalos, Alola. Galar wasn't released, which I was hoping they would be, but they weren't, so it's okay. But number 1 slot is Wartortle. I'm a big fan of Wartortle's design. I really am. I'm gonna lower that down. I love it. I love the little wings he gets on his head, the feathery tail. He's a cool looking. I'm trying to get in the camera. I can move over if I need to. But it's a really cool looking character. Really good looking Pokemon. I love the little. I love it's the fur. Honestly, the little angel-like wings and tail. It's what gets me. As you can see him and my background. It's just really cool, man. Really cute guy. It's the tail. I love the tail on design. I don't have a lot of emotional attachment with most of the second stage mods, but I just love the design for this. Next up is Charmeleon. Now, when it comes to Charmeleon, I like his design, but it's kind of basic. But the main reason I like it over Ivysaur is the anime. I always remember Ash's Charmeleon. When it evolved into Charizard, when it evolved into Charmeleon, its attitude change. It's an angsty teenager, and I thought that was always pretty funny. Not for Ash, but as a kid and stuff, it's kind of comedic, you know, kind of comedic, and it's honestly it's a pretty basic mon. But it's just the comedicness and the memories of my childhood with this mon. Which puts us in number 3. Which is kind of crazy because a big part of my childhood was Pokemon mangas with Ivysaur. And if obviously Pokemon Adventure Red series, the amazing series that is, Red is his starter Pokemon is a Bulbasaur, because he already had a Poliwag, but it's a Bulbasaur is just one of the 3 starters. And I always remember evolving into Ivysaur. I love that part of the book, and it's designed just to lack something for me, because sure, they all slightly evolved. Squirtle gained things on his ears and a tail. Charmeleon changed the most, and like its body kind of changed. And then Ivysaur, it just kind of sprouted. The little plant on his back sprouted, and that's it. But which is still kind of cool, though. I don't know. But these 3 were pretty hard. I love all 3 of the Kanto starters. Kanto's a very good generation when it comes to starters. And it's hard for me to think of it. But yeah, I do love Ivysaur a lot. Such a cool mon. Such a cool mon. I love all 3 of these starters a lot, though. So that's why I struggled. Mouse. Thank you. Wouldn't let me scroll down. And the number 1 slot for Johto is kind of unexpected for most people if they know me or my channel. It is Bayleaf. If you guys know, I don't like Meganium at all. I like Chikorita's design. I love Meganium's design. Again, this Ash and his Meganium was such a big inspiration for this. I absolutely love Ash's Meganium. Ash's Bayleaf. I love that little cute relationship they had, and that's honestly what did it for me. It's just it was adorable. I am yawning. It was cute, and it's a lovely mon, lovely design. I hate that this Pokemon evolved into Meganium, but it did. What can you do, guys? Right? What can you do? It did. I love this design so freaking much. And then there's Croconaw, little Fred Flintstone looking guy. He's a little he's something, you know. I'm gonna scoot you over a little bit more. Some of these guys I have to rearrange there because I don't want to get him in the way of the other mon. But I like this guy. He's a little caveman. Caveman. I can just picture him holding a club and just whacking somebody or a bone, and he's adorable. I love his design. He looks kind of spooky, but he's also like, oh, it's on his design. I love this guy's design so freaking much. He's absolutely adorable, and I don't know. I like his design. It's a cute little guy. I don't really have any sentimental attachment to Croconaw at all, but I like this little guy. I do. Which obviously makes Quilava last. Quilava, I love Cyndaquil. He's my favorite starter of this generation. But just lags something with me, you know? When I look at Quilava, I'm just like, eh. I think it evolves the earliest out of all these mons. I believe at level 14. Let me see. Quilava. I think it levels level 14, which is like, it's kind of cool. But that's about it. Yeah, level 14, then 36. But besides that, it doesn't have anything special to it, really, in my opinion. I look at him and I'm like, hey, that's a Quilava. That's cool. I don't know. I'm not a big Quilava fan at all. I don't think it's a bad mon, but it's not. Out of the three, it's definitely easily the weakest. Now, we have Hoenn. Hoenn was actually pretty easy for me, as well as Johto. They both came off the top of my head very easily. Up first is Grovyle. I like Grovyle's design. He's edgy, he's cool, and it's easily the best. Same boat with Meganium, with Bayleaf, I mean. I don't mind Trico, like I don't mind Chikorita. I love the middle evolution, and then the third final stage, I'm just like, what happened? You know, which is sad because I really do enjoy these. I enjoy these two middle stages a lot, and I used Trico as a kid, decently, and I don't know. I like his design. He's a little ninja looking guy. He's a little ninja looking guy. Has some nice colors on him. I liked him in the anime. I'm pretty sure Ash has a Grovyle, doesn't he? Ash has a Sceptile, actually. I liked him in the anime. And my camera, I do apologize, I touched my desk. My camera moves. It is on the very edge of my monitor. So obviously I tap it, it shakes. I hit my desk at all, it shakes my camera. So I do apologize for that, but can't help that. I'm doing the best with the setup I have. But yeah, I love the design. Next up is easy for me as well. Marshtomp. I love Marshtomp. I remember Brock having one in the anime. I didn't watch a lot of that, but I remember him having one in the anime. It's so dopey. Like, it just looks stupid, and I love that. He doesn't have eyelids, and he's just staring into your soul, and he's adorable, but he's kind of weird. And he just, look at him. Who hates this? Who hates Marshtomp? Tell me, if you hate Marshtomp, you hate life. Cause look at this little guy. He's adorable. He is adorable. I'm trying to do some hand gestures, but yeah, he's adorable. And he's a little cute guy. He's a little cute guy. But up next, obviously, is Combusken. I'm not a Combusken fan. I'm not a huge Blaziken fan, but I'm a whole Torchic line fan. But Combusken just looks awkward. I feel like he doesn't. So obviously baby evolutions. I can see Mudkip evolving into Marshtomp. I can see Marshtomp evolving into Swampert. I can see Trico evolving into Grovyle and Grovyle evolving into Subtile. But with Combuskin, I'm like, okay, just Torchic, I'm like, I feel like Torchic wouldn't evolve into Combust. I don't know, I obviously can see it, but it's a bit weird for me because the whole Torchic has no arms or has those little wings on its chest, and then it grows to a mon that's 95% arms, and then Blaziken, who is very well proportioned. I don't know. It doesn't work for me personally, but it's not a bad design. I honestly don't think any of these 9 mons have bad designs. Even the ones in last place, I don't think they have bad designs. I also think it's funny how second generation and third were the complete opposite of first, because they're the same order. Kind of funny. Next up is Sinnoh. So, number 1 slot for me in Sinnoh is Groudle. I clicked it, didn't do anything. Groudle. If you guys don't know, Sinnoh was the first game I ever played and beat. I had Hoenn. My copy got stolen as a kid. So, I picked up Sinnoh when it came out for the DS Lite. And that's the first game I ever beat. It was a lot later. But, because I got stuck in the game because I was a dumbass of a kid. But, I still beat them. And they hold so much memory for me. Fortune does. I love Fortune to death. It's not my favorite game, but it's my favorite generation. And I love these mons. I really started getting into Pokemon in Fortune with the anime especially. I love Groudle in anime. I remember him using rock climb and just dashing across the world. I'm pretty sure I think he evolved. I think he used rock climb and then evolved as well, which is pretty cool. It's a cool mon. I'm gonna move over a bit more. It's a cool mon, guys, and I really enjoy it. And again, it's childhood love. It's childhood love. It's the main thing. I won't take away with it. It's childhood love. I love this generation. I love these mons. They're so freaking good. And the number 2 slot, I bet you guys can't guess it. It is Prinplup. If you guys don't know, actually, I'll tell that story in a second. I love Prinplup. He's just so, not masculine, but he's so, royal. He's Piplup was really cute, and then with Prinplup, he gets into the I'm a king type of face, in my opinion. He's like, I'm a boss. Look at me. I'm awesome. He seems proud. I love his design. He's a little chubby penguin. Who doesn't love a little chubby penguin? And he's adorable. He is. He's freaking adorable. Everything about him's adorable. Every way, shape, or form, he's adorable. He is adorable. I love him to death. And I want one in real life. I want a little Piplup. It's probably this. How tall is Prinplup? I want a little Prinplup who's tall next to me, who waddles around next to me, probably 3'2", and I want that. It'd be adorable. I do want to take a Groudle too. That'd be amazing. But lastly is Monferno. You guys don't know my backstory with Monferno. As a kid, my first time I picked up these games, I picked up Monferno. I picked up a Chimchar. I evolved my Monferno before I got to the first gym. I evolved my Chimchar into Monferno before I got to the first gym. And I was like, oh. And I disliked that thing so much that I reset my game. I reset my game that I had 40 minutes in to pick up. I think it was a Piplup. I think I picked up a Piplup. It might have been a Turtwig. Don't really honestly remember. But I reset my game because I just didn't care for Monferno. I'm not a big fan of the Chimchar line, but I tossed Monferno out. I said no, I want something different. I didn't like his middle stage evolution that much. So yeah, I'm not a fan of Monferno. Not bad design, it's not my fun, not my thing, But that takes us to Unova. Unova. The great games that Unova are. My favorite mon from Unova. Will this shake up the grass, water, fire? Grass, water, fire. Grass, water, fire. We will see. And indeed it does. My favorite middle starter is Pignite. And of course these are shiny from now on because the website that PokeTubers get their shiny HD sprites doesn't have, at least the time of recording, I haven't checked today, but at the moment it doesn't have, shoulder doesn't have the regular HD sprites yet, so the rest of the things will be in shiny. I do apologize for that. But Pig Knight's amazing. It's a pork chop, guys. I mean, look at it. It's thick. It's firefighting, but it's thick. I think it's just cute, honestly. I don't really have a lot of attachment to it. I remember Pig Knight in anime, and it's cute. I do remember that. I think it was like how to defeat. It was pretty of a boss. He was a boss ass boy in the anime, but that's about it. I don't remember too much with the anime with that. But second place is Servine. Again, I'm not a big fan of Servine, if I'm being honest, but it's just simple. It's simple. I don't know. I'm not a big Servine fan, if I'm being honest. He's just. I feel like there's more potential. I get how he starts to lose his arms and stuff, and he's getting longer, but I'm just not a big fan. And then there's Duat. I don't like Duat at all. He's better than Samurai, but I'm not a big Duat fan. I actually did have to think about which one I wanted to be second and third because I don't care for either of them. I think on this list they are the worst two starter designs. I think Moferno is worse in my opinion because I don't like Moferno for some childhood reason. But like off this base design, I think Servine and Duat are the worst starters on this list. Not a fan. Not a fan at all about these mons. So that is that. I just don't like those guys. I don't. I honestly don't. So they were both pretty close. It's kind of cool though. So so far, if we take a look, we had water, fire, grass, water, fire. Then we had fire, grass, water. So it's weird because I like how it's different. It's cool. Nothing's matched first gen yet, but we had 3 in a row that's in the same. This brings the Kalos, which I love the Kalos starters, by the way. I really do. And this is easy. This is pretty easy for me as well. The first one is easy for me. It's Culloden, 100% Culloden. I love Culloden. I love Chestnut's line. I love Chespin. And Culloden, he's a badass. I love this little guy. He's cute. He's a little roly-poly ball. Again, no eyelids, but it makes him look cool. I like the whole no eyelid thing. Obviously, he has eyelids because they blink in the game. But like he's just white eyes. He's smiling. He's a little ball of love. Who can complain against a little ball of love? He's adorable. I love him, and that puts another grass type at the front lines. And the number 2 slot is Frogadier. Now this is pretty hard for me between Frogadier and Braxton because I like them both. Frogadier is just a bit cooler, in my opinion, and design-wise. He's a frog. He has like a little webbing thing on his face and stuff. I don't know. I had some mute up for 1 second though. Clear my throat. Back-to-back recordings kill you. But I like him. He's cute. He's a little ninja. I don't really have much to say about him either. Same with Braxton. They're cool. Yeah. I don't know. A couple of these second tier mons I don't have a lot to talk about. I just spoiled something hardcore for you guys. Oops. Ignore that. But Braxton is in 3rd place, and Braxton, I love it shiny, and I like Braxton quite a bit. But something does just fall off with me, which sucks, right? It's just there. Braxton's just there. It was pretty hard for me. I think I just decided Frogadier for nostalgia. Frogadier was my first pick, and Braxton's cute. I love Braxton in the anime as well. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't have a lot to talk about with some of these Stage 2 mons, but those are the mons. Then that puts us to our last set, guys. And as you know, because I just spoiled it, we know we only have 2 options, and one of those 2 options is Dartrix. This is easy and hard for me. I have 0 attachment with these guys. Honestly, it's just based off design. He's a cool design. He's edgy. That's it. Number 2 slot's Torracat. It's a cat. I like it shiny. It's different. It's a cat. And I just don't like, and this is Brion. I don't like Brion that much, if I'm being honest. Brion, she is probably on this list. She's probably like the worst second stage mod. I'd say Servine, Duat, and Brion are the worst mods on this list. Easily would say that. I don't care for them at all, if I'm being honest. And yeah, with those three, they're not even so new, because Sun and Moon came out in 2016, didn't it? Sun and Moon came out in 2016. Yeah, 2016, November 2016. But so we only had about 2.5 years with them. But I don't know. I don't have anything to say with them. A lot of these guys, especially like Gen 4, I'd say Gen 5 and back, I had nostalgia with when I was a kid, so I grew closer with them. And I just don't really care for these guys. I don't think any of these guys are great. 7th Gen definitely has some of the worst middle stage evolutions, in my opinion. But that's the list, guys. Like I said, Eevee and Pikachu weren't on the first list because A, they only have they're only 2-stage evolutions, and B, I forgot, and C, I didn't think they was really needed. My back, ow. And then the Galar starters haven't had their second stage release of the date of recording. I was putting off a bit longer than I wanted to because I was hoping Nintendo would release something or Core would leak. So hopefully, they will be in the next video. Hopefully the final stage evolutions will be released within. But if we take a look at these guys, so we had water, fire, grass. I'm going down, by the way. You guys can't see my mouse. We're going down. So by Kanto, we had water, fire, grass, grass, water, fire, grass, water, fire, grass, water, fire. Then we had fire, grass, water, fire, grass, fire, water. So most of the time, I prefer grass, water, fire, second stage evolution. So maybe that'll stay true with Galar. In the order I have Galar from our first stage, they were actually they were fire, water, grass. So we'll have to see if that changes, if the second evolution changes, or what. But what did I just do? I didn't do anything, luckily. But that is it, guys, for this. Next week will be our stage 3. We have our stage 3, counting megas. And is it stage 3 counting megas? Let me look. Part 3 will be stage 3. Okay, it's gonna be kind of complicated. I think what we're gonna do is the next episode will be megas, not megas. Will be stage 3 full evolutions, and then that will be one video. And the same day we'll have a little mini video talking about stage 3 mega evolutions. So there will be those together, and then our final episode of this will be our favorite starters by the evolutions line. So the whole line will be next. So if you guys are looking forward to that, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I'm going to get out of here. Have a great day, and peace.